everybody, what's good? How are y'all? Happy Friday, Royal Rising. Good morning, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are doing well. It is Friday. It is November 22nd, 2024. I'm Nicole. I'm here to tap in with you guys for today's Mahogany Moment. It is definitely Sagittarius season. I'm excited. Are y'all excited? Y'all should be excited. I'm excited. It's Friday. Yay. Fri-Yayyy. Happy Friday. Happy Fri-Yayyy. So this morning, what we're going to be discussing is something that's been, I feel like the energy that we're in or coming into or, feeling, and that is the subject of love, but not love as in, your most intimate relationships, but love as in the collective love energy, right? And so I've been writing. And so I wrote everything like that. I didn't want to miss anything, you guys. I want to make sure that I was very thorough with the message and that I'm getting the points across to you that we need to discuss, all right? So let's discuss this transformative energy of Pluto in Aquarius, right? Moving from Capricorn into Aquarius. That happened on the 19th of November, earlier this week. What day was that? That was Tuesday. Right, and its implications on the collective love and compassion, right? That's what we're going to discuss. This is what Spirit has led me to talk to you guys about, and so I had to sit with that and come up with like what all this message means, and put the download all together so that it was as clear and concise as can be, because I can ramble in case y'all haven't noticed. But anyways, everything that I always say in my rambles is literally like it ties back in, like it comes out in the cards or whatever. It always comes out. It is always accurate. So there's that. Okay, so Pluto's transition from Capricorn into Aquarius, right? First of all, let's talk about Aquarius, what it's ruled by, right? Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, right? That is the planet that governs technology. It governs surprising events. It's also known for rebelliousness and revolution, right? That's a powerful energy when you think about it on its own, like the energy of Aquarius, right? I mean, the energy of Uranus and what it does, and it being the ruling sign of the Aquarius. So like I said, on November 19th, Pluto moved, which is the planet of profound transformations, you guys. And some of you may already be feeling the effects of that. But the planet of profound transformation, it moved from Capricorn into Aquarius, marking the beginning of a new era that will last until 2043. This shift signifies a transition from Capricorn's focus on hierarchical structures and individual ambition to Aquarius's emphasis on community, innovation, and collective progress, right? So we're moving from a state of me, I, mine, into a more state of we, us, our. Okay, this is the energy, okay? So embracing the collective consciousness. While Pluto was in Capricorn from 2008 to 2024, societal focus centered on personal achievement, authority, and material success. This period highlighted economic divides and corporate monopolies. With Pluto now in Aquarius, the energy shifts towards inclusivity, collaboration, and dismantling the outdated hierarchies. Just dismantling and tearing that down. You're going to see these structures start to crumble and fall, right? This transit really encourages us to prioritize the collective good over the individual gain. I'm going to say that again. It encourages us to prioritize the collective good over the individual gain, fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose. Okay, that is what we're moving into. And I'm excited for this energy, right? Not saying that everything's going to be all peaches and cream or that it's, all gravy. But what I'm saying is like this shift has been needed. And this shit has needed to change is what I heard, right? It has. It's about time that these structures start to fall and we become a more collaborative community. Right? We've been so separated. It's been all about what I can do. And we've gotten away from how things had been prior, like many, many, many years, going back to old times where the community was more of the focus, right? It wasn't so much of the material gain and the capitalism, right? It was really about giving a fuck about your neighbor, really caring and having compassionate towards somebody else, right? Smiling at somebody else, saying hello, saying have a good afternoon. Just general common courtesy and respect and decency has just gone by the wayside, I feel, and unfortunately, we've seen the rippling effects of what that does. And so now with this shift, we are being called back to ourselves. Call back to ourselves, meaning the soul of us, like being more compassionate, respecting our neighbors, caring about our neighbors, caring about our friends, caring about our colleagues, caring about humanity, caring about society, not giving a fuck about what somebody's religion, gender, sex, race, all that is. Not really caring, but actually touching and reaching the soul of the individual collectively, right? This is what we're moving into. I'm here for all of this. So we're, like I said, I got really, sorry, I get really passionate about this. I'm sorry, not sorry. I get really passionate about this because, this is the energy that I thrive in, right? I love this. I love this type of energy. I thrive in environments where it's collaborative, where everybody has a say and we're able to work together. And if that's not a group that you work well with, then you find a group that works well for you and you work well with that group. But not going about it of this, I'm only focused on me and my, and I don't give a fuck about anything else. Like that's just, it's not how it's supposed to be, you guys. Anyways, so we're cultivating love through consideration and compassion, right? This is the energy and the goal for what's going to transpire within 2025 as we, really get into, and I say specifically 2025 because this shift is already taking place, on Tuesday. But coming into 2025, we're going to see a lot more of its impact, okay? As we're going to see throughout the years, but definitely we're going to start to see the impact. So Aquarius is associated with humanitarian ideals and technological advancements, right? So Pluto's presence in this sign urges us to harness innovation for the betterment of society, to approach relationships with empathy and understanding. That's what I just said, right? Isn't that what I've been saying? This period is an opportunity for us to build communities based on mutual respect, support, and shared values. Okay, this is all what we need, right? So what are some steps to foster collective love? Okay, these are some things that I sat with. Like, what are some things that we can do or expect or that would support this energy? And this is what I have for you guys. Community engagement, right? Participate in local initiatives that promote social welfare and inclusivity, okay? Open communication, encourage dialogues that respect diverse perspectives, fostering understanding and unity. Support systems, create networks that provide assistance to others in need, emphasizing the collective responsibility, right? Not so much individuality. Sorry, y'all, I didn't realize my phone was on sound. Support systems, create networks that provide assistance to those in need, emphasizing collective responsibility. I think I said that already, yes. Innovative solutions, so utilizing technology and creativity to address societal challenges, ensuring advancement benefits for all, like inclusivity, like really for all, for the good of all. Like I said, it's a little bit long, but I wanted to be thorough. I didn't want to miss nothing. So I want to, I organized my thoughts for you guys. So yay for me. Okay. So by embracing this transformative energy, you guys, of Pluto and Aquarius, we can shift from the mindset, like I said, of individualism to one that values the collective well-being, paving the way for a more compassionate and an interconnected society. So Pluto's move in Aquarius, it's also right now, we're in Sagittarius season. So let's talk about it, right? So with it being paired with Sagittarius season, it creates a fascinating synergy of transformation and energies that deeply influence the collective. Okay, so let's delve into and how this is going to impact us some more. The shifts that we can experience and how Sagittarius energy supports these changes. Okay, so first, wait, I know I put this on. Where did I put that? I had some extra thoughts that I wrote, and did I write it or did I type it? Yeah, I did. Okay, well, we'll get into that too. Okay, but yeah, I'll get into that after. I'll let that be where it is. But yeah, so Pluto and Aquarius and the additional shifts and changes. So, like I said, with it moving into Sagittarius season, let's talk about the revolutionary progress, right? So for technology and innovation, Pluto and Aquarius brings rapid advancements in technology. We're going to see that. We're going to think of breakthroughs in AI, renewable energy, healthcare technologies, things that prioritize accessibility, accessibility and sustainability. Okay, those are the things that we can look to see. There's going to be collective uprisings, right? Which I think is good. So expect to see more grassroots movements and collective actions that are aimed at dismantling these outdated societal hierarchies and these systems. Okay, the emphasis will be on equality, inclusivity, and mutual benefit, you guys, because this is collective. Okay, this is collective energy, collective movement, all of that, right? Sorry, I just had to get comfy. This is how I sit. No, I'm short, so my legs fit in the chair, all of me. Okay, so all right, so we're going to be re-imaging societal structures as well, right? What does this look like? What are some things that we can expect? So this transit will continue to challenge traditional power systems and dynamics. Yay! The hierarchies. We're going to replace them with decentralized, community-led governance is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling more of community type governance. It's the energy of what we will be expecting to see more of. Right? This shift also, it's redefining individual identity in the collective. And how is it doing that? So there's going to be a deep questioning of how personal identity fits into the layers of the societal fabric. Like, how does it fit into that? This is a time for us to embrace individuality as a strength that enhances the collective progress, not as something that separates and divides us. Like, it doesn't create divisive energy at all. Right? Expect to also see like a global consciousness of expansion. So a collective awakening. I feel like a lot of us are going through another awakening phase. I've been saying this for some time, but there's another awakening that's coming, right? And this awakening, we're going to be awakened to so many things, but it's going to it's going to bring awareness and more awakening to issues that are centered around like climate change, wealth inequality, systematic oppression, and it's definitely going to encourage us to solidify and be more solid and in our activism. Like, it's going to solidify that energy. So Sagittarius' season and Pluto's Aquarius energy. As y'all know, Sagittarius, we are ruled by the planet Jupiter, right? That is our ruling planet. We are a sign of expansion and optimism, exploration. Like, we like to have fun, okay? We ask all the questions, we do all the research, we do all the things, right? And we have a very forward-thinking mindset, like a very forward-thinking, right? I bet you, if you have Sagittarius friends or family or whatever, you'll know like that they're not the ones to judge you. We're not judgmental. We're not the ones to judge you and hold like this rigid view. Like, we are all for like, do what makes you happy. Like, do you. Like, that is literally the energy of Sagittarius. We do not like to be stifled at all. So we will never ever stifle anybody's growth, progress, journey, period. That's just not within us. So think about that. If that is the energy of that planet and the sign, like, think about all the things that that it's going to create within this space right now, right? That can happen. It's a beautiful thing. But anyways, so as we step into Sagittarius season, it acts as a complementary energy to Pluto in Aquarius because it's going to amplify some themes around us, right? So what are some of the themes that this energy is going to amplify? Visionary thinking and big ideas. Sagittarius, like I said, is the philosopher. We're the seekers of truth, right? We encourage boldness and forward-thinking ideas that align. This also aligns very much with Aquarius's vision for the better future, right? They are very visionary. They like future. They like technology. So when these two energies come together, it's like it's magic, right? It's magic, baby. The collective will definitely feel an urge to embrace innovation, question outdated beliefs, and to pursue learning with open minds, right? This is beautiful. This is what the energy is going to do with us as a collective, right? It's going to encourage us to seek courageous exploration, right? And what does that look like? Because both Sagittarius and Aquarius favor uncharted territories, right? We're all about being adventurous. This is a time to explore new ways of connecting, working, traveling, sharing resources across global communities, and this is all the things that we can expect, right? It favors all these things. There'll be a quest for adventure that extends beyond physical travel. So like into the intellectual and spiritual realms, right? More into the 5D energy, like the 5D energy, like literally just being Y'all know what I mean. Just like there, just like yes, optimistic rebellion, right? So Sagittarius season tempers with Pluto and Aquarius. It can potentially intensify some disruptive energy, right? With the hopes of bringing about positive change. Okay, that is the energy and the hope. This creates a balance. It's helping people focus on solutions rather than the problems. So we're a very solutions driven energy, right? We don't want to focus on the problems. Like, don't tell me your problems over and over again. I'm listening to you, and then we're gonna come up with some solutions. Okay, how are we gonna solve this? What are we gonna do? What are the action steps we're gonna take? Right? Let's get to it. Like, I don't want to talk about it 50, 11 times. Let's fucking get it done. Right, period. So that is the energy you can expect with this, okay? Spiritual growth and alignment. Sagittarius are, we foster an awareness of higher truths. Very much so, right? Morality and interconnectedness. Like, this is the theme for us, right? So couple that and pair that with Aquarius's humanitarian energy, and the collective will experience a spiritual evolution toward unity and love. And like, that is beautiful. That is literally what's so needed, you guys. I'm gonna put a little pause in this and just give you guys a little story. So I was on Parent View, reading different, Parent View communicates. I have to say, I like the way that our county communicates so well with us through Parent View and, what's going on in the school systems. So I was reading recently that there's been an increase in bullying, right? Unfortunately, in the schools, right? And it has a lot to do with like the political outcomes of things that have happened. And so I was reading how, these kids in school, like in our lower schools, like elementary and middle, are having a lot of bullying or experiencing bullying, a lot of bullying from students saying like, oh, your family's going to be deported, you're going to be, moved out of way. It's like creating this fear and havoc within these kids, and it's so heartbreaking to read that, right? It's so heartbreaking to know that your kid is afraid that if they go to school and they come back home that their family will be gone because they've been deported. Like, this is the mindset and some of the things that these kids are hearing in school from their peers. And I think about that, right? So if elementary kids are having these conversations to other elementary kids, what are they hearing in the home? Like, what are you fucking doing? How can you even put such hate into a kid? And I say put such hate because that is taught. Hate is taught. It's not, I don't care what anybody says, you're born with hate. No, that is taught. You are teaching your children. Children are the most innocent. They're the most closest to the veil. They're the purest, right? And you pour all that filth into them by teaching them to be cruel, mean, and divisive to their colleagues, to their classmates, to their friends, to their kids of their age. And how can you even do that? Like, that is just so cruel, and that is just absolutely ridiculous and so hateful. Like, to even fathom that there are kids who are having such a difficult time in school because of this, because of the fear and the anticipation of them being torn apart from their families. It's so heartbreaking, right? And so I was sitting there and I was reading. I was looking on Nextdoor, and somebody actually posted that. The school responded, like I said, I was on Parent View, but I was on Nextdoor, and somebody actually posted what the school system had responded in saying. They were really speaking about how the school system is a community of involvement and love and acceptance, right? We encourage other diversities and religions and cultures and backgrounds. We foster that. They support that. They love that, right? And so our school system is like, no, we're not going to tolerate this. It's not going to happen. Please know that this is not something that we would enforce. Like, no, this is not something that we would do. So, have conversations with your kids and let them know that this is a safe space. This is a safe community. We're not going to do that. And the fact that they even had to put, somebody had to sit down and draft a letter to send out to parents, families, whatever, within the community of the school system, to even say that, this is a concern because these kids their emotional response that they're having, the things that they're hearing, and the things that they're going through, the bullying that they're experiencing in schools. Like, it's so sad and heartbreaking that the school had to sit down and draft a letter to send out to say, please, if have a conversation with your families and let them know that this community is in this school system. We are a support system. We are not going to, we don't encourage any of that bullshit and rhetoric here. So don't bring it into school. Don't bring it in the classroom. Talk to your kids, because if it's a problem, we're going to have to address it. The fact that they even had to draft that, right? That just makes me so sad. It just breaks my heart. Because kids are not, like I said, kids are innocent, and that hate is taught. It's not that, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to this, but I just had to talk about that because, like, no, that's and the reason that this energy, I'm glad that this energy is taking place with the shift of more connectiveness and inclusiveness and not being divisive, but really getting back to the true essence of our souls. Yeah, this is why. This is why, because our kids need this, right? Our future, they need this. The generations need that. We need this, right? Okay, so what will the collective experience? I'm getting back into what I wrote down so that I don't delve further. Anyways, off the cliff. What will the collective experience? So some emergent themes of freedom and autonomy, like freedom, like I said, we love freedom. We don't like to be tied down to nothing. So systems that limit freedom or individuality will face scrutiny. They really will. Personal liberties and collective responsibilities will merge into form a more equitable framework, and which is what's needed. There's more equality that's needed. There's more balance. Things have been so out of balance for so long. So out of balance, right? It's time for the scales to, right? So all the shit that's been done, like it's the undoing of that, right? Things are being turned around because we are in a new space. The old world is gone. Okay, that was the old way. We are in the new space, the new era, this new time frame, this new space, right? And in this new space, it is a space of love, enlightenment, encouragement, collective energy, collaborative. Okay, it is a unifying energy, not divisive energy. We've had enough divisiveness. All right, and where has that gotten us? Just look at the state of things. That's what I mentality and energy and societal has gotten us. This has brought us to where we are now, right? It's why all the things have taken place that have taken place, because everybody was focused on the material, the individual, and gain, and not giving a fuck about the rest of humanity and each other. It's been too much of that. Over it. All right, so we're going to see increased collaboration, right? There will be a rise in group projects, global partnerships, and a decentralized approach to solve problems. Like, so more collective energies, like I said, more collaboration, more group, more working together, more cohesiveness, more balance. We're getting to see resilience through transformation. Both Sagittarius and Pluto teach resilience, right? We focus on resilience. Expect challenges that push humanity to adapt and grow, from environmental shifts to society and social technology revolutions. Okay, so expect to see that. We'll see highlighting creativity and connections, right? Creative expressions, new ways of connecting, whether that's digitally, emotionally. Okay, we'll see that that's going to flourish, right? We're going to be reflecting Aquarian innovation and Sagittarius expansive energy. That's what's to be expected with that, right? So how does Sagittarius energy support the collective, right? We're going to be expanding horizons. This energy, Sagittarius inspires the collective to dream big, right? To break free from limitations, right? This encourages visionary thinking and needing for the Aquarians to break through, right? It's going to create that balance, like I said. We're going to be promoting joyful optimism, right? In a time of transformation, Sagittarius's buoyant energy reminds us to find joy in the process and to not be overwhelmed by change. Okay, don't be overwhelmed by change. We are very free-flowing people, so it's going to encourage and foster that energy. Oh my gosh, that's so wild. I just got a pop about something and it said Sagittarius, so, and I'm talking about that, so that's kind of dope. Synchronicity. So yes, so like I said, don't be overwhelmed by change. It's going to foster that, and encourage that. And that is something that we love to do. We love change. We love growing. We don't like stagnant stuff. So we're going to foster the energy of expecting to change, but not feeling overwhelmed by it. We are big people of integrity, transparency, all of that, right? So encouraging truth and transparency. It's gonna rise to the top finally, right? Sagittarius' energy highlights authenticity and truth seeking. This complements Pluto's desire to uncover the hidden truths and to create honesty in collective systems, right? You see how this energy is coming together to create the dynamic that's needed and the shift that's needed within this. It's beautiful. I'm here for it. Celebrating diversity. We Sagittarians thrive on exploring different cultures, philosophies, and ideas, right? And this supports Aquarius's aim to create inclusive and diverse communities. You see how this marriage works? You see how it comes together and it's like beautiful energy, beautiful synergy? Awesome, right? So what are some ways, like I said, I'm wrapping this up. I'm not going to be too long. I've been on here for 24 minutes already. Sorry, not sorry, but these messages had to come out, like I said. So what are some practical ways that the collective, we can align with this energy? What are some practical steps that you guys can take or that we can take together, right? Practice collaborative energy, right? Join or support community-driven initiatives. Volunteer, create spaces for mutual support, right? I was just talking to my sister a little bit ago and I was telling her that I'm gathering coats that are, too small and doing laundry or whatever that I'm donating, right? Our daughter's school is actually having a coat drive, but I had already been working on this, like to give away, coats or what have you. I just do that anyway, but her school's having a coat drive to collect coats that are lightly or gently used or worn, or even if you want to donate new coats. I've done that before. I've just gone to like Burlington, bought a bunch of coats, different sizes, genders, whatever, colors, and just given it to a charity or donation place or wherever. So I encourage you guys to do that. It is, is Byron and I were having a conversation this morning, and he was like, can you imagine just being homeless and it's cold? It's been so cold, you guys. And I was like, no, I can't. And he was like, it's just so harsh, like the coldness, like, it's just, it breaks my heart. So whatever little thing I can do, I'm going to do, and I'm encouraging us as a community and a collective to do the same. Whatever little thing you can do, trust me, it is a blessing in some way. Don't think that it's too little. It is not too little. Okay. It's greatly appreciated and there's a need. And your small gesture that may be small to you is a big impact. Okay. So just be mindful of that. Okay. So also expand your knowledge, right? It's going to help us to we can expand our knowledge, dive into learning, learn about new philosophies, technologies, spiritual practices that embrace a broader perspective. Okay. We all have different backgrounds, learn about somebody else's background, learn about somebody else's religion, learn about somebody else's spiritual practices. You never know. When you open your mind to different possibilities, you will learn beyond your wildest imagination. Like the things that you learn is just so incredible. And I love, I think that's why I love traveling so much. It's just, I get to explore and delve into other communities and other cultures and backgrounds and just see their way of living, get a feel for their mindset, how they live. And I don't like to do the touristy thing. I like to go in the hood, where do people be at? Every time I go somewhere and the tourist people or the travel people, they're like, oh, well, stay away from these parts or whatever. Whenever they say stay away from these parts, I have questions. My antenna is ooh, let's go explore. I don't know. Is that the rebel in me? What is that? Is that the Sagittarius in me? Is that I don't know. That's just, I want to go see. Why are you telling me not to go there? What's there? The people are there. They're going to tell the truth of what it is. Not give you a mirage. They're going to tear down the fucking illusions. Which much of what this energy is doing right now, right, is breaking down the illusions. Okay, let's get back to it. So celebrate diversity, right? Embrace different viewpoints, experiences, and cultures. Find ways to highlight inclusivity in your work, in your personal life. Go out and meet new people. Talk to somebody you never talked to before, talk to a coworker that, you may not, you guys say, hey, but you guys don't really know each other. You don't know nothing about their background. Go say, hey, have a cup of coffee, have some tea, whatever, sit down, have a little convo. It'll open up so much. Just be open to that. Okay. Don't be so closed off. Okay. Some other ways that we can align with this energy: innovative and experiment. Whether it's going through technology or creative expression, we can explore ways to contribute to the collective well-being, right? Just discover some ways that you can contribute. And this for me, is the next, find joy in growth, right? Growth is so beautiful. Evolution and change, just evolving, coming into a new space, into a new energy, the beauty, just being able to look back and reflect and say, wow, I remember when this was this way or that was that way, or, I was this way, you have a different perspective and you see yourself evolve and grow through the transitions that you've experienced, right? Through all of the things that you've gone through in life, and it's just how it's giving you a different perspective. Think about some of the most difficult times that you may have had, right? And I'm sure at that time, as I have times, and I feel what the fuck? I know in those moments I was how the fuck did I end up here? How did this get here? What happened? It just feels like the worst, right? And it may feel like it's never going to end. However, when I look back on that time, I'm oh my gosh, that was such a dark time. But however, I made it through that, right? I got through that. That shows me that I have grown, the lessons that I've learned. What have I taught? How am I implementing that, in my life right now, right? What are some new things? So be open to learning and exploring. And it's okay to look back and reminisce and see that you've come so far. Growth is such a beautiful thing. So appreciate the joy in growth, okay? Appreciate that. Use Sagittarius's optimism and energy to remind yourself that transition through challenging is a path to greater freedom and fulfillment. I'm going to read that again. Use Sagittarius's optimistic energy to remind yourself that there's transformation through challenge. And although it's challenging, it is a path to greater freedom and fulfillment. Okay, so as Pluto continues to unfold and Sagittarius season adds its fiery adventures to the spark, the collective is being called to embrace it, to embrace a mindset of unity, of innovation, and exploration, right? This energy is not just about enduring transformation. It's about thriving through it together, okay? Thriving through it together. That is really what the energy is for. And so you guys, I made it to the end. These are all the notes that I have, right? So it's been a pleasure. And like I said, not sorry that this is long, but it needed to get out. And I'm just feeling like I just needed to share this. I just feel like there needs to be more love, and whatever I can do to be a part of that and deliver the messages that Spirit has for me to deliver to the collective about bringing more of that about. Oh my goodness, a tongue twister. I'm willing to do it. I'm here for it. So thank you guys so much again for sharing this time space. I did pull some cards. Let's pull one from the universe. Like, this is about, let's just see. I had cards just in case, but like I said, I was in a writing mood, so I wrote, and then, all right, I'm gonna see anything else. This one said, the first card says, you have more options than you realize. You guys, you do. Oh my gosh. Cards are just flying. And this one too. This one was, I put it back in. It says, you have more options than you realize, right? It sure is hard to get really angry at someone when you can think of all the reasons that you love them. See? A theme of love, right? Dwell on what you love is what it says. Asking someone to change is like pruning a tree. Neither will ever be the same again. Scarier still is that you can't quite know what's in new directions until you grow. Right? They'll grow. I wouldn't change a leaf on you is what it says, the universe, okay? Time for a love fest. Actually, everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons, and usually it's worth trying to learn what they are to maximize chances of a full-blown 60s style psychedelic love fest, which is always a good thing, okay? See, I love these, some energy of love, okay? Things are not as they appear. The lower the price of your love, the higher its value, okay? The lower the price of your love, the higher its value. Think about that. The lower the price is in that you're giving your love away freely. And when I say give it away freely, I mean like, humanitarian as a compassionate, as like just caring about the next individual, right? So just be loving, be in an energy of love and space and light, and not so much hate and anger and resentment like the society, like this society has created, right? Less of that, moving out of that, lowering that guard and allowing more love, right, to flow freely. I love this last message. It says, I heart you. I didn't even show y'all the cards, my bad. If everyone really knew how much they were loved, not only from above, but by those in their life, they'd be little hearts drawn on everything from wheelbarrows to skyscrapers to jumbo jets. And I so look forward to that day, okay? So I heart you. I do. I heart you guys. I love you guys. It's been awesome. Take care. And yeah, I look forward to spending time with you again. Have an incredible weekend, you guys. I know that I will. Love you. Bye.